I haven't recorded in so long, y'all. I have started this video like 15 times and couldn't even get it together. But I'm working on my throat chakra and my root chakra and expression, and I'm feeling very invigorated and on fire. My Aquarian energy, I have an Aquarius rising, is loving this energy. But I wonder what my transition chart is saying. I need to look up my stuff tonight and read up on it and see. There's so many things to study and read, and so many things that I have to do, but none of it is what I have to do, it's what I choose to do because it makes me a better me. But I wanted to talk about being intentional and realizing that being intentional is work. It requires um, effort. And there are 100 million things wanting to grab your attention between the internet, family, friends, the TV, or radio, music, your job, your the weather. You can focus on so many things. You can focus on a smell. You can focus on the sun. And being intentional and training your mind to focus on that which serves you and what is going to propel you into the next moment is so important. It's so easy to get caught up. I think we've been trained through the society to measure what is not more than what is. Sometimes we don't even realize what is because we're so busy looking at what is not. This is not like this. I wish this was this way. This is they're not doing this. I'm not doing this. Even with myself, I'm really good at doing that with myself. Feeling like, I could do this better, or I ought to do this more, or I'm not doing enough. And I do always want to challenge myself, but sometimes it's just to bask in a moment and be grateful. And today, I hope that you find some moments to be grateful for what is, and not to focus on what is not, and maybe to focus on what is to come, or what you would like to come, what you would like to make happen in your life, because we do have the power and ability to do so. Sometimes the things that we bring in and focusing on what is not keeps us from that space. I am releasing in myself daily the things that make me feel like I am not enough, and doing the things where I feel like I can do better, doing things to do better. It's so important to be intentional with everything, be intentional about what you wear. And I'm going to tell you what happens when you're not being intentional. When you're not being intentional, a lot of times you open the gateway for things that do not serve your best interest to come in. Um, Being intentional doesn't mean being perfect. Being intentional means being aware of what you're doing and how you're moving, and exactly what that can birth in your life. Um, for instance, you can know that fire burns. So if you set a fire, know that, something that you want might burn to ashes. You get what I'm saying? It's like we plant seeds so carelessly because we're not being intentional, we're not being aware. That doesn't mean don't do the thing. If you want to do the thing, do the thing. I'm not definitely don't want to judge how you do what you do, even though sometimes in my mind I am judging how you do what you do, because I judge how I do what I do. And I'm working on that every day, or at least at some point of every day. Just learning to let people be where they are. But being intentional is an art, it is a practice, it is an exercise. And I just know that today is a very powerful day. Every day is a very powerful day though. I'm not shitting on the winter solstice because I feel the energy of the planets aligning, and I'm so grateful because I know most of us have been feeling the intensity that has been going on for me the last few years. Like people are like 2020, I'm like 2019, 2018, 2017, shit. 20 no 20 1982. No, I'm just kidding. 1982 wasn't too bad. Hopefully, I can't even remember that far back. But I say all of that to say these energies have been so challenging. It feels good to me, for me, my energy does feel some kind of break. I feel an electricity, but I've been doing work in other ways to work with the energy within myself. And that's the thing, I guess, being intentional comes back to, is realizing that all the work is really is in you. These planets are going to align with or without you. Cosmic shifts are going to happen with or without you. It's like, where do you want to anchor yourself? What do you want to root yourself into? And I was talking with my mom tonight, and I realized, you know, we're having a really good conversation. And, like I was telling her, I was like, I want us to focus on like where we want to go next, because it's so easy to get caught up in the cycle of suffering. And many of us have suffered in this system and through this life cycle and through other life cycles. So we carry that on. And at some point, we have to get to the space that we become intentional about not suffering. Um, and I come to this conclusion so often, but then I still get caught up in the program within myself. I can talk about the machine all day, but I'm a machine too, and I carry that program forth with my actions and my words and my thoughts on a regular basis. And so it's like learning how to do new things. So studying new things, chanting differently, meditation, ingesting different things, moving different. All of that can put you in a different mind frame and a different mindset where you accomplish different goals. And I'm at the space, I hate, don't want to use the word hate, but it's true. I hate that it took me 45 years to get to the space that I want to honor myself. I feel like in this life cycle, I haven't really cheated other people. I've just been cheating myself. I've been robbing myself of opportunities. I've been robbing myself of growth. I've been robbing myself of change. I have made the common collective so much my focus that I neglected myself, and I have come to this place many times but not realized that how much I did it into to the level of detriment I did it to. So I say all of that to say I will be sharing more in the coming days and weeks and months, working on this throat chakra, learning how to share again, and learning how to give without needing some kind of response or some kind of reaction from others. And also being able to deal with the reaction that may come from others, because people are going to respond and react, because that's what we do. We respond and react. So, I will be sharing more, but I just really wanted to speak briefly on intention and understanding that it's a muscle and you have to work that muscle, and that there are going to be a million and one energetic and physical things that will try to pull you away from what intention you have set. And it is your job to maintain the focus and maintain the intention and get yourself to a place where, one, you honor yourself enough to keep the commitment to yourself to do what's best for you. And I know that I have struggled in that area most of my life. And I've seen most of the women in my life struggle with picking what's best for them, and feeling like they have to be responsible for other things more than they are themselves. So anyway, I feel like I should hush now. But I'm very grateful for the people that have imprinted beautiful lessons in my life. I could shout them all out, but it would take all day. But I am grateful for those people. I'm grateful for the ancestors that do walk with me, the ancestors that have done the work so that I can do less work. I'm grateful for all the people in my life, all the relationships that have survived, all the tumultuous ups and downs and twists and turns. And I'm grateful for the relationships that have dissolved, because everyone that has dissolved has had a reason to dissolve. So, if you're not in my life now, it isn't that you're not important or that you're not loved. It's just that for whatever reason, we needed to go separate ways. It may be for a season, it may be forever, but I'm grateful for whatever impact that you had on my life, be it what I call positive or what I think is negative or whatever. Everything that has come to make me who I am. And regardless to whether it came to make me who I am or not, I'm going to let it make me who I am. I'm going to I'm going to choose to take every situation that has come into my life and use it to fuel me and empower me. And I may have to take a break. I might have to rest a little while. I might need a moment to cry. I might need a moment to mourn something. And I will take that time to do that as well. But I am very grateful for all the things that have come to pass and that are coming into fruition in my now. And I am being more, probably the most intentional that I've been in a very long time, in understanding that everything has a place and that truly the prayer is the way I live my life. Yes, I chant sometimes, and yes, I meditate sometimes, and yes, I burn candles sometimes, and I do all of this stuff. But the true prayer, the true ritual is how I wake up and the mindset that I hold every day. That's the true ritual. That's the true spirit. That's the true work. That's the true spell. It doesn't matter what I'm writing down on a piece of paper. It doesn't matter how many candles I burn. It doesn't matter how many times I get on my knees and pray. If I don't live my life like I believe what I just did, then it's all null and void anyway. So that's what I'm really working at, is the ritual inside of me, the altar inside of me, and creating a home and sacred space within myself that shines outward to the world. So I pray that somehow this blesses you. I pray that you are feeling well. I pray that you know that you are well, and that anywhere that you feel like you're not well, that you will take the steps to make yourself feel better. Peace.